Late last month, the FDA approved Belviq, the first weight loss drug to come to market in more than a decade. Back in 2008, MedPage Today contributing writer Ed Sussman entered a year-long placebo-controlled trial of Belviq, and MedPage Today followed Ed's progress in that study. Here he is in late January 2008.
I know I should be losing weight. I know I should be exercising, but I don't. I'm Ed Sussman, and I'm a medical reporter, and this is where I spend most of my time in various newsrooms of medical meetings, finding stories for MedPage Today. I've been doing this in various forms for probably 13 years. I'm about 6'1.5" and weigh pretty perilously close to 300 pounds.
And here he is a month later in New Orleans.
One thing I've always liked about New Orleans is the wonderful food. You can't go around a corner without finding something here that's good to eat. So this is my first night in New Orleans on a diet. Here we are at Felix's, and I'm going to order, of course, the oysters on a half shell. I don't really know how much calories oysters are, but raw oysters can't be that much. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Here are the
And these crackers we have to get rid of because they're deadly.
At that time, he was taking a total of 7 prescription drugs daily, 4 of them to control his type 2 diabetes.
The last weigh in at the clinic, I'm down 25 pounds. I'm now at 258, starting at 283. My primary care physician said when he looked at his figures in his office, said, "Trust me, you're on the active medication." I was taking glipizide 10 milligrams. Now I'm taking loperamide, Amaryl, at 4 milligrams a day. So it's more than, we've cut half of that. But I'm still on Januvia and metformin and Actos. Actually, when I first started it, my readings were in the 200s, which was very bad. But I've been very successful in the last few weeks and months in keeping that figure down pretty low. You can probably, I don't know if you can see this.
So the numbers, I can see that the numbers up here, we have a breakfast 101, and then later in the day we have readings that go down to like 72 and down to 66.
I've even written books on weight loss, and at the same time was gaining weight.
Ed's doctor took him off one of his BP medications, but the really big news was cholesterol.
My cholesterol levels now are the best I've ever had. I don't even know anyone who has them as good as I do.
What are those cholesterol levels?
Total cholesterol is 115 milligrams. HDL is 45. LDL is 45.
The progress continued so that by July, Ed was taken off the diabetes drug Januvia, and some other bad habits were falling away.
One of the habits that I've had since I was probably 6 years old was to bite my fingernails, and I've continued to do that constantly. About 2 weeks ago, my daughter treated me to a manicure, which she does every now and then, in hopes that she'll jumpstart a mechanism where I'll actually take care of my fingers. And I have to say, it's been 2 weeks since I've actually been nibbling on my fingernails.
Yet weight loss is rarely a story of consistent progress. And in October, Ed had a setback.
The last time we talked, I had my weight was 234 pounds and a little more, and I went back to the clinic a few weeks after that, and that was also just after returning from Germany and Munich, where the food was very good, and I have to admit that I ate a lot of it. And it turned out I had actually gained weight. I had gained about 4 pounds, so I was up at 238. But just last week I was back to the clinic again for the next one. They weren't that concerned about the fact that I had gained some weight. They sort of expected it. They gave me some more counseling on, sticking with the thing, and basically encouragement that just because I gained a little weight it wasn't a disaster. So I went back to the clinic just last week, and my weight was 233.8.
When the trial ended in January 2009, Ed realized he had another advantage. He was no longer suffering daily foot pain from fasciitis. When the FDA approved the drug, Ed finally had confirmation of what he always believed. He was on active treatment in the study. But the best news for him is that today he is 50 pounds lighter than he was in January 2008. For MedPage Today, I'm Peggy Peck.